He had a thread of discrimination that followed him throughout his career.
The thread of discrimination that weaved throughout the career of this retired sergeant who wore the uniform of the Massachusetts State Police for 32 years takes center stage in this case filed with the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination. Cleve Coates says it all began as a young cadet at the academy when drill instructors made him and other black recruits dress as waiters and serve their white classmates at a candlelit dinner.
He loved his job. He enjoyed his job. There was also times that he suffered through what he was being put through.
Attorney Lisa Broder McGann represents Coates and a handful of other minority and female troopers who claim they've been passed over for jobs even though they were more qualified than their white male counterparts and targeted because of their age and race. Later in his career, while Sergeant Coates was assigned to the security unit for Governor Deval Patrick, a white commander called Coates Grady repeatedly, a reference to a disheveled black character in the 1970s sitcom Sanford and Son.
I'm 65 years old.
Sergeant Coates was extremely humiliated and offended and disgusted by those comments.
At age 57, Coates was taken out of the governor's protection unit and moved into a job he wasn't qualified for. That open job was never posted and was filled by a younger white trooper. The commission found Cleve Coates was discriminated against based on his race and his age. Months after that MCAD decision, the department fired back with this letter from Governor Patrick saying he requested Coates' transfer, calling him a weak performer, despite testimony from others that Coates had excellent reviews and was well liked. The case shining a light on the chronic lack of diversity within Massachusetts State Police. Data and records obtained by 5 Investigates show 88% of the sworn members are white, 95% male, with a sprinkling of minorities and a handful of women.
We need to do more to bring more minorities on the job. And through the years, that has not happened.
Lieutenant Carmelo Ayuso has been on the job for more than 3 decades.
It's something that bothers not just me, but most of the minorities on the job when they see that we're not advancing at a rate that we should. And part of it has to do with with the testing system, the lack of minorities on the job and participating in the process.
State police tell us they're working to recruit in urban areas and to build a department that reflects the communities they serve. The most recent graduating class was the most diverse in department history, with minorities making up 23% and women 7%. Still a long way to go to bridge the racial divide.
Unless they do something to bolster the confidence of these women and minorities, you're not going to have any faces in the state police other than white men.
And the MCAD ordered state police training on racial and age discrimination and $1.2 million in damages and legal costs for Coates. State police have an appeal pending on those damages and no comment from Governor Patrick on his letter. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.